Oh, there we are. See, I never know when I'm going to pop up. You know when, though. Every morning at Vail Valley Live, I got to get my gloves on. It's a chilly one. You're going to hear about the temperatures, the conditions, the snow reports, the weather, the activities, safety talk. We are going to bring it all to you. And I have ridden my bicycle this morning down into Vail Village. Right behind me, Gondola 1. The employees are on their way up. You're waking up. You're tuning up. You're drinking your coffee and you're getting ready because Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Good morning. Yes, welcome to Vail Valley Live. Happy Saturday, the first Saturday after Thanksgiving. Are you still full? I am. I just flew in back from Scottsdale, and I'm happy to be back in the Winter Wonderland here in Vail. My name is Meredith Kirkman, and we are so excited to bring you an awesome show for the next hour. And I'm thrilled to see Ken Hovey out in the elements, braving the cold weather, and we're going to be having a great time chatting with him. There's a lot of fun events starting to pick up right after Thanksgiving. Everything is starting to get into the full swing of things, and especially for entertainment and the mountain. It's continuing to open, so we're excited to talk about the trails that are available and talk about the upcoming Birds of Prey ski race that's happening and the race that's happening in Killington, Vermont today. We have all the information for you for that. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Beaver Creek Wonder, some upcoming concerts, a tree lighting that's happening. I mean, the calendar is filling up. So if you're planning your day, you're in the right spot. We got you covered for today. But as you heard, it is a cold one out there to start off with. So we're going to take a look at the weather. Thank you to the outlets at Silverthorne Elevated Savings for sponsoring this weather report. And as you heard, it is a chilly start. Currently, it's about in the high teens, 17, 18, and things are going to take a little bit to warm up. Maybe around 10 a.m., we'll finally get into the 30s, and then around noon, we're actually going to hit the 40s. So we're going to see a quite beautiful day, sunny day, and then as we get into the afternoon, partly cloudy is going to roll in, and then by the evening, it's going to be cloudy. It's going to kind of feel like we're socked in because snow is on the horizon. And we're going to see maybe about an inch tonight, but we're going to see even more snow on Monday and Tuesday. We could, with a combination of those days, Monday and Tuesday, we could see 6 new inches of snow, which is fantastic. I mean, we got to keep praying and doing the snow dances so the mountain can continue opening up. It's about 23% open, and we're continuing to see more lifts open. Actually, just yesterday, the Cascade lift, which is just outside of our studio, opened up. So we'll take it out there and start to see it open up. But as you know, or if you don't know, the lifts are open at 9 a.m. So when we get around December 16th, closer to Christmas, those lifts will open even earlier at 8:30. But the operations is 9 to 3:30 right now. And there's plenty open, plenty of groomers. As you can see on the bottom of your screen, they're all listed below. So you can really plan and get some of that fresh corduroy, especially if you're up early in the morning. And speaking of up early in the morning, we know Ken Hovey is at the base of Vail Mountain up early, showing us the elements.
I've got the tools to get ready. Actually, I've got my camera set up on the tool bench, which reminded me to remind everyone to get your stuff tuned up for the season. I brought my snowboard in, going to take it to the shop, get it all ready. I have not made it up on the mountain quite yet this year, but excited to do so. A reminder to everyone that if you do get up first thing in the morning, as you heard Meredith say, the lifts opened at 9, they close at 3:30. If you see the lifts spinning, it is because they're getting employees up. I just saw a slew of yellow jackets making their way up on the mountain this morning. They go up there, get the mountain prepped as the snowcats. Also, I'll show you this real quick. I'll take you on a little tour. The snowcats, they've been grooming all night. Another thing to think about when you get to the mountain and you see this low coverage that's down here at the base area. It is not like that when you get up to the top of the mountain, as there is plenty of snow up there. And as Meredith has mentioned, we have seen a lot of terrain open up over the past couple of days and obviously over the past couple of weeks. I was talking to one of the executives from Vail Resorts yesterday over at the Arabella at Vail Square, and this was the earliest scheduled opening that Vail has ever had, meaning opening up on November 11th. They put that on the calendar. In years past, they've had times that they were able to open prior to their scheduled opening. But this is the first time they said, you know what, second week in November, we're going to open up the mountain, and they did so, and it is really good. So if you get here and you look and you're scratching your head thinking, snow's not that good, believe me, once you get up to the top, it is great, and I can't wait to get out there. Meredith, have you been on the mountain yet?
I haven't. I'm doing my squats, and you know what? I was just training out in Scottsdale, Arizona, on the bike, pedaling. I'm recovering from an ACL tear, so I'm working hard to get back on the mountain. But oh my gosh, Ken, I have some footage from this trip. It was so beautiful. So this is my new home neighborhood, maybe I should say. This is just the backyard of my parents' new place down in Scottsdale, and it is just magical. I mean, I almost felt like I was biking in Disneyland or like a Dr. Seuss world, because the cactus are really prominent, as you can see. That's some of the jumping cactus that if you get too close, it'll actually jump at you, like these little balls that are attached. But you can see the sequoia cactus are just huge. And those sequoia, if those arms, like some of those, they're hundreds and hundreds of years old. It's crazy to think. It makes you feel young, that's for sure, seeing all the old cactus around. And pretty smooth trail, so it was awesome to train up to eventually get on these snowy mountains.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm checking you back into reality. Thank you for taking us to the tropics. I did that in San Diego last week. This is where you're at now. You know what's funny is that you showed that video footage. I thought maybe you were down in Gypsum, because that's the crazy thing right now. If I showed you footage in my backyard down in Gypsum right now, although we don't have the massive cactus plants, it is very dry and desert-like down there, and we really don't have any snow. So beautiful. That's great. How long of a trip was that? Did you drive down?
I actually flew down, yep. So it was about 5 days, and it's surprising on how many people from Vail they've actually met out there. They're very social people, so they're getting out there and meeting all their friends, and a lot of people, they call it snowbirds. They escape the snow and go to the desert, and my family's now decided to do that year-round. Hopefully they'll visit for a ski trip, but it was nice to escape some of the cold weather.
Well, I was going to say, if your parents need a cabana boy, I'll go ahead and sign myself up. I am a great housekeeper, by the way. I'll clean the gutters, pressure wash the driveway. I'll do it all in exchange for some warm temperatures. It is chilly out here this morning. Meredith, real quick, I wanted to share with our viewers, they need to stay with us. Not only are we bringing you your road report in just a little bit, we've got some footage of what the roads look like. We've also had some footage of Lion's Head as well as Vail Village this morning. If you love to reminisce, think about the wonderful times of just strolling through the village empty, I have some footage from you shot this morning. But it could, Meredith, I'm going to snap you back into that winter reality. Yesterday on the program, I was talking about ice skating over at the Arabella at Vail Square, and last night I happened to be out in front of the ice skating rink, and just wanted to show our viewers that if you're thinking about doing something great for the holidays, this is awesome. The Arabella at Vail Square, they have ice skating. It goes from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 9 p.m. You can rent ice skates there. And Meredith, come on, you have a boyfriend. This is where you want to go take your Christmas photo or go build some memories that'll last absolutely for a lifetime. It's a great location. And again, it is right next to the slope. So once you get off the mountain, this is something that you can do here. I love the lights, how they have them over the Vail Square area. It is beautiful.
So romantic. You're right. It does for a good date, maybe a family affair. But yeah, you and him are big snow guys. You guys are seeing me back in this snow reality. We're back, and there is a lot happening.
There is. And Meredith, if we could go back to, I wanted to talk a little bit more about that, because checking in with the National Weather Service on the way in, and also just going to OpenSnow.com and looking. I wanted to kind of share with people in a little bit more detail on what they can expect going through this holiday weekend, as we do have a lot of travelers here. Although cold this morning, it is expected to warm up. We're also expected to see some more clouds this afternoon. And Meredith, there is potential. They're saying less than 3 inches of snow, more than likely an inch of snow tonight, clouds. And then there's another big storm. I was checking on the weather maps that's out in the Pacific, although we don't have that map to share with our viewers right now. Perhaps we'll be working on that in the coming days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, if these storms line up, we could see some pretty substantial snow come rolling into the valley. So enjoy this sunshine and nice weather right now, but it could change dramatically. It'd be great to see some snow. I say that because the roads could be impacted tomorrow morning and throughout the morning if we get that inch to maybe 3 inches of snow overnight tonight. It gets cold, it gets packed, and then you wake up and you're like, I got to get to DIA. It's going to take a little bit of time. So just be prepared that even if it's only an inch, it could have a big impact here in the valley.
Definitely. Things slow down. People are either excited about the powder and are rushing to the mountain, or they're a little nervous driving on the roads. But those cold temperatures on the forecast is going to make for some great snowmaking as well. So we appreciate those cold temperatures and you braving the weather this morning, Ken. We're going to be back to you with some more views of Vail. We're going to take a short break, but right after it, we have your headlines, road report, and so much more. So stay with us.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet, offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
All right, well, let's see what made headlines for your Saturday, November 26th, the first Saturday after Thanksgiving. Let there be lights. Just a gorgeous photo of the fireworks that happened last night up in Beaver Creek. It's the annual Beaver Creek tree lighting that always takes place the Friday after Thanksgiving to kick off the holiday season. And these photos that continue on the local and region page, I mean, Whoville. It looks straight out of Whoville. The people watched the fireworks during the Beaver Creek annual tree lighting event, and there was live music with holiday songs that was performed, and the Grinch performed on some ice skates during the show. So he made a showing, and I did hear Santa Claus visited. He might even stick around and be in the village later today, so we'll have more information about spotting Santa Claus later. But just fantastic event. And if you feel like you're missing out, well, we have another tree lighting event for you this evening that we'll tell you all about. Moving on to A4, 76 trails now open between Vail and Beaver Creek ski areas. 5 feet of snowfall at Vail has allowed for many runs to open for Thanksgiving weekend. And between both mountains, there's 750 acres and 76 trails. Just record-breaking for a Thanksgiving weekend. So everyone that is visiting, you guys are blessed with ski runs, and know that the team and Mother Nature is working hard to continue opening the mountains. But as you know, we have the grooming report at the bottom of the screen so you can plan out your day. And, you know, we have lots of ski terrain available. So very exciting. You can read a little bit more about that on page A4. And Schifrin looks to keep big streaks going at Killington. We are so excited. She won 2 wins this season, which is just kicking it off in the right direction. And this, you know, today and tomorrow, she is going to be racing at Killington, hoping to continue that streak. So the race schedule is going to be today and tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern with the women's giant slalom. And then tomorrow we'll have even more races, so you can catch them out on Outside TV or Peacock. We'll have even more information about that later in our program as well. And meet your musician, Johnny Schlepper. This is a great article that dives into his career and really what he likes to play, which is a mix of rock, blues, reggae, country. So great. So we have a Q&A article, and you can catch him play today at an opera later on just outside, kind of near Shakedown. So we have that information also coming at you. It's a big weekend here in the Valley. And if you're out and about, you can always use the hashtag VailLive for your chance to see yourself in the paper. We have some holiday skiing with some of our families around town, drinking some hot cocoa, making snowmen. It is winter wonderland here. So awesome information in today's paper. The Vail Daily is free, and you can pick it up all across the county. Now, we're going to bring Ken back in just to take a look at these roads and prepare people for what they can expect.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the road reports. Thanks for the headlines. Thanks to the Vail Daily for that. For everybody out there, although what we're going to share with you, pretty dry conditions across I-70 all the way from Grand Junction down to Denver. That could change pretty dramatically overnight last night. But for those of you that are making the drive in from Eagle and Gypsum, have a look at this. Everybody's always curious, what is Dow Junction going to look like, and how is it once I get into the village? We've got some footage for you from this morning. Notice driving in the proper lane. Had my camera mounted up there. Always stay in the right lane. The left lane is for passing. That can definitely help ease congestion in the mornings on your way into work. But as you'll notice, dry conditions all the way through Dow Junction, getting off into West Vail, going through the roundabout. You will notice some snow in the median areas, but otherwise pretty easy drive this morning. There were a couple of icy spots where the sun hit it yesterday, and then it ran off, and then it melted overnight last night. But this is what you can expect. Pretty much dry road conditions from the Eagle Gypsum area all the way up into Vail. But I do want to note, once again, that there is a chance at getting anywhere from 1 to 3 inches tonight, although the National Weather Service is steering toward more along the lines of that 1-inch range. But otherwise, all the way from East Vail through the village into West Vail, Dow Junction, all the way down Valley, pretty good to go. I've noticed, Meredith, that if you want to have the best drive time from the Eagle Gypsum area up to Vail, you have to leave, I would say, by 7 a.m. 7:30 is when the congestion really starts. And I've lived down in Gypsum for about 20 years, and every year, you know, we see more and more traffic, but it seems like, especially on those powder days or especially along the holidays, more and more traffic, and we get that congestion because people are just camped out in that left lane, just hanging out there. And everybody's going the same speed. So my suggestion, put it in your mind, stay in that right lane unless you're passing, and leave yourself plenty of time. Always remember this. Your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency for everybody else, meaning if you woke up 10 minutes late for work, it doesn't mean you should do 20 miles an hour extra, because you're going to cause the crash and we're all going to be late. But otherwise today, dry roads all the way up and down the valley, but it is going to change by tomorrow. Back to you, Meredith.
Yes, it is going to pick up by the evening. Hopefully we'll see those clouds socked in and we can get some fresh snow. What I noticed this morning on my commute was that the frost covered my entire windshield. So make sure to also just turn your car on, warm it up, as Ken was, encouraging you to do. Think ahead, plan ahead, let that car warm up so you can have just the safest driving conditions, and make sure you fill up on your fluid to clear off any of that mud or snow that's going to come up when the storms pick up. So drive safe today, folks. And if you're wanting alerts, you can always visit co.gov. And you can get the alerts, you can sign up, and you can get them, texted straight to your phone. So we always love using that tool. But we have a lot more coming at you. We're almost to the top of the hour, which then the race is going to begin at Killington. So we have that information and so much more. But before we roll into a break, we're going to just continue rolling with the momentum of Beaver Creek. I mean, it was so beautiful up there for the tree lighting event. And they have so many different art exhibits all around the village. So you can learn a little bit more about those with Tricia Swenson.
Here we are, we're snowed in. This is the 10-foot diameter snow globe, and it's part of Beaver Creek Wonder. And we're gonna walk you around and show you these great art installations that are gonna be year-round, winter and summer. They wanted them to be very interactive and very photo-worthy, Instagram-worthy. And the cool thing about this, it's a 10-foot diameter globe, and it's made out of 152 of these pieces of tempered glass. And then you can see a little bit of the design and the facets that look like snowflakes as well. And then if you come on inside, we have composite flooring, stainless steel globe, and look at the lighting. This is so cool to come in here at night. And check it out. The acoustics are absolutely perfect. This is Chips. It resembles a laundry truck, a mail truck, ice cream truck. What they plan to do with it is serve chocolate chip cookies out the window on both sides. Lining the truck, we've got these really cool acrylic pieces giving it this frosty look, and that carries over to the windows as well. But if you hop in, it's summertime. We've got the green grass, we've got the seats for you, and the paneling is pine beetle kill wood. I've seen keys in it, I've just never seen anyone drive it. This one is called Reflections, and for good reason. You can see reflection in any of the 26 skis that are located in the plaza. They're dug deep down into the plaza to keep these things upright. They're made of stainless steel and polished stainless steel. The highest one is 9 feet, and it spans 21 feet across the plaza. The frost flowers offer a little bit of shade during the day, but at night they are lit up by colorful LED lights. This is such a cool thing to look at. The petals are reminiscent of snowflakes, and the biology of flowers. These are made of stainless steel and aluminum. The tallest one is 27 feet high and weighs 2,600 pounds. This piece of art is called Super G, and it pays homage to the Super G and downhill races that we have every year on the Birds of Prey. But this is a huge goggle. It is 7 feet wide by 8 feet tall. We've got an acrylic lens that changes colors with LED lighting once the sun goes down. And then the rest of the frame and the strap is made out of aluminum and carbon fiber.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziglin, fashion guru and stylist for the Outlets at Silverthorne. I'm so excited to be standing here today with Nathan Straubel, the marketing manager here at the Outlets at Silverthorne. He's going to tell us all about Black Friday, the biggest shopping day.
So Black Friday is a big shopping day for all of America, and we are prepared to make it a great one here. We're open between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. I'm not
Okay.
open on Thanksgiving to give time for families to spend time together. We're going to have great deals. We'll post them on our social media and our website ahead of the Black Friday deals.
Okay, so people can go to outlets@silverthorne.com to find out more. See you soon.
Yes, that's right. The Birds of Prey is coming back to Beaver Creek, and this is a crowd favorite and an athlete favorite competition. And this is just in the back doors, of our valley, and it's one of the couple chances you can see of the World Cup series. So it's going to be really exciting. There's definitely live music and drinks and a lot of attractions outside of the races, but there are going to be 3 races, 2 downhill races, and then 1 Super G. And this is going to be all next week, starting Friday and through the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you have 3 opportunities to go up and visit. It's free to spectate the races, and they're so exciting. These are the best skiers in the world, and it's an opportunity to also see our hometown girl, Michaela Schifrin, which is going to be awesome. So you can visit bcworldcup.com for all of the information to get the schedule, see the different festivities happening. You can even see the 2021 results and see, who is going to be here racing this season. So we're super excited about this event, and again, free to spectate. So we encourage everyone to go up there. It is so exciting that they're back, and this is put on actually by our local nonprofit, Vail Valley Foundation. So they are all busy making it happen, but the green light is going and the races are going to begin. And actually, speaking of races beginning, in just 3 minutes, you can tune in to a race that's the World Cup race that's happening over in Killington, Vermont. And Michaela is racing this. So we had some headlines today in the paper about this. She won the last 2 races at Finland. And so she is super excited to be racing. So you can turn that on very soon. It's beginning 10 a.m. Eastern. So just in a couple minutes. And the giant slalom first run is going to happen. And then at 1 p.m., they'll have the second run. And then tomorrow, the women's slalom is happening. So we'll see Michaela in both those races. We got to cheer on our hometown hero. So tune in for that, and hopefully visit Beaver Creek next weekend for the Birds of Prey. Lots going on. But as you could see, we had some bump shots. That gondola is warming up almost. It's starting to warm up. The blue skies are out. We're going to see a sunny day. And like we said, for that weather, we're going to see the snow start to roll in around the afternoon, and it's going to be a snowy evening. So perfect time to get out and walk the villages because there is a lot happening. But we'll get to that. Let's bring Ken back in if he's ready. And
not quite. Do you
he's
want
not.
to do the weather first?
Okay, yeah. Let's look at those temperatures a bit more so you can plan out your day. It's going to be in the 20s, so make sure you have your gloves, you have your hat, your scarf, your neck gaiter. You're never going to regret it when it's this cold. And then it's going to warm up, so the sun really it's powerful. It does wonders, and it's going to be a great day to ski, but we are expecting to see a couple inches of snow, maybe 1 to 3 they're projecting, probably about 1 inch of snow this evening. And then as we look to the future forecast for the next couple days, those temperatures are remaining low, which is perfect for snowmaking conditions. And we're going to see maybe 3 inches Monday and Tuesday with a total of 6. I mean, we're going to just predict and think snow because thoughts are energy. Isn't that right, Ken?
I want some of what you're on this morning, Meredith. Like, this, I'm with you 100%. I just wanted to share with you the view this morning. They are getting the gondola warmed up. A little bit shaky here. I got my camera mounted on my my GoPro stick here, so forgive me for that. It is a bit chilly out here, but otherwise things are starting to warm. They are getting the gondola ready for action today. Lifts open at 9 and go to 3:30, but I'll send it back down to Rachel. I just wanted to bring up some footage of the villages this morning. On my way in on my bike, I just shot some footage going across the covered bridge and coming up Bridge Street. And for so many of our viewers that tune in, they love seeing what's going on in Vail and Beaver Creek. And this is literally what it looked like with the employees headed up Bridge Street this morning, coming up to East Meadow Drive and looking down there. This is where the concerts are taking place. There are free concerts that are going on throughout the weekend. So if you're thinking about rolling into town, this is a good time to do it. They're free. They're located down in the stage right over there by Checkpoint Charlie. As you roll up past the Red Lion, where many of us have had late nights and early mornings, just nice and quiet up there, going by the fountain at the top of Bridge Street and then finishing it off right up here at the base of the lifts. Just wanted to bring you this because by like 8, 9 o'clock, everybody starts to turn up and the quaintness and the quietness of the village goes away. So it's nice to see it like this first thing in the morning. As Meredith mentioned, we are expecting a bit of a change in the weather over the next 24 hours. Mostly sunny skies, as you can see overhead today and this morning, but we are going to have quite a bit of cloud coverage increasing throughout the afternoon and into this evening when it is expected to start to pick up a little bit of snow. An inch is predicted, could be as much as 3 inches. We've had so many surprise storms that have come through that they're calling for 2 to 3 inches and we end up getting 7 or 8. So be prepared for the worst in the morning. The driving conditions will be significantly different than what they were this morning. And then it kind of tapers off and we have a return to the snow by as early as Tuesday and Wednesday. But on mornings like this, it's nice to jump on the gondola because it is rather warm in there. I call it the room on a rope. So this might be the way that you want to go. If you are going up out of Lion's Head, there are two options. They have the gondola that's located over there, the Eagle Bond gondola, but also the Born Free Express. Wanted to share this with our viewers. They always love seeing powder days, but how about that nice fresh corduroy
Ooh, yes.
that Vail Grooming has been laying down there like the perfect carpet. So if you are headed out, I love powder days, Meredith, but I also love like really nice, sharp, like crisp groomers in the morning, and Vail knows how to lay it down. If you're looking across the road, all the southern facing slopes, obviously they get a lot of sunshine, no snow there. And then as I mentioned earlier, right behind me, these areas are not open in the lower part of the mountain, areas that don't have quite the coverage. But trust me, once you get up to the top, they've been making a lot of snow, and Mother Nature has been providing this season and bringing a lot of snow. We've had over, I think it's like 5 feet, 60 inches of snow so far this season on Vail. So things are looking good. Back to you, Meredith.
Absolutely. Well, it is the holiday season. We just had Thanksgiving, so hopefully you had such a great time with family. What I say, great food and even better company. That is the goal for Thanksgiving. So we celebrated Black Friday too. I'm sure there's still a lot of sales going on for, Cyber Monday, and it's the time to shop. It's the time to get your holiday shopping done so you don't do it last minute like me. I'm still learning my lesson, but it's so fun to shop local. And one place that I'm starting to really pick up that is just great gifts, whether it's, you're going to bring some food to a holiday party, that is totally a gift. Nap Harvest does some great stuff. And maybe you're going to buy some fresh honey. They do fresh honey. They have everything at their store, but we're going to look a little bit more at some of their bee making because honey would be just such a great gift and just get you thinking about your holiday list. So let's learn a little more.
We're learning about the bees out here with Nap Ranch, Nap Harvest, and Nap Nectars. Joining me now, we have Carmen Weiland, and she is their beekeeper, and this is pretty exciting. Now, this is a different type of house that maybe people have not seen. It's a Slovenian-style bee house, right?
Correct. The Slovenians put a lot of thought into their bee houses. They've made them for their specific bee, which is the Carnolian bee. It's native to Slovenia. So all our clients that put bees on their property, they get to choose whatever they want for the front. And this is 2 hives. Each side is a hive. There's a colony in each one. And then the house has this overhang. The overhang helps with summertime. It puts them in the shade, so they're not having to find water to cool down the hive. It stays a lot cooler. And then in the wintertime, this creates a nice little warm pocket in front so they can get out more and fly and cleanse. So they can, get out and clean the hive a little bit more often than they usually do in the wintertime. You can see this one has a screen on it, and that's to help protect them from getting robbed. It's a smaller hive, and it also helps to protect them from having wasps take them over.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because right now in the wasp world, they're trying to get meat to feed their queens. So the queens go into the ground in the fall, and then in the spring they'll emerge. So they're rearing queens, and they steal honeybees, or they sometimes come and take the males.
And now we're looking at the front of the bee house, but the back side is very interesting.
Yeah.
And that's where there's a lot of different compartments, and it's just so cool the way it's thought out, and
Yeah.
it really helps you guys as beekeepers get to the different places you need to be.
If you just want to check the brood chamber, you're going to take that screen off the bottom, and you're just going to pull the frames out. So the heaviest thing you're picking up is maybe a 7-pound frame of honey. But you'd never disrupt their flight, so they're still continuing to operate as a colony instead of coming back to try and defend their colony when it's wide open to everything. But this one I think has a lot more benefits for the bees.
All right, and then the benefits for us, because we are creating some hyper-local honey for us. And tell us about how we can take advantage of this. I know that your Nap Harvest stores sell a lot of this. So tell us what sort of things, what sort of products we're able to get from bee houses like this.
So we collect, and I don't know if you're able to see, but there's a ton of pollen on the front. So we do sell pollen. Pollen is regenerative. If you're eating it, it gives a lot of energy. It was like a big thing in California to make sure it's in your smoothie. Pollen is very nutritious for us, and it can help you get over allergies. We also collect propolis. Propolis goes in our lip balm. It can help with any bacterial. It's really good for your lips, but it also gets rid of itches. So if you get stung by a bee, or if you get
Mosquito
bite or anything, you can put it on, and it helps get rid of the itch. And then we also use the honey. We use wax in our balms, in our lip balms.
All right.
So.
Well, lots of cool things to learn about. And another thing, you may wonder why we're, we've got fencing around us. Of course, you're protecting the bee house from the bears. So tell us about this real quick.
So in the fall, the bears come, and, they always think they come for the honey. They're actually coming for the brood. The brood has a lot of fat in it for them for the winter. So they're drawn from the smells from the brood and the honey. So they will go through, if they can get in here, they're going to tear it open and get the brood, eat all the brood and eat the honey. So we put these big bear fences up, and it's closer to Montana standards for grizzly because we make sure they don't get in.
Yeah.
And we want to protect these houses, but we did have a baby bear get in one time.
Oh, no.
That's why we have more wires at the bottom. It was able to get in, but these are built so well by our crew up at the shop, and the hives themselves. It's one big box, so it was really hard for her to tear it open. She got a couple frames, but the hive was okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, instead of like the American boxes, you just knock it right over.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're so glad that you guys are doing so much to, help the bee population in our area. And of course, if you're looking for those products, stop by Nap Harvest right in Eagle Ranch, and we can pick some up. You can ask the folks in the store what's going to be right for you. And if you need lip balm and everything, they can help you out. Thanks, Carmen, for the tour today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
quiet start to the village this morning. The lifts will only open around 9, so everyone is still sleeping, maybe sleeping off the Friday night a little bit, but it's going to be a great day to get up on the slopes, maybe one of your first days up on the mountain. So great day for that. It's going to be beautiful and sunny, and the clouds are going to start to roll in the afternoon, and boy, we have the spread of events for your opera plan. So after you get off, there's going to be some free live music in the villages. This is the Vail Opera Village Concert Series, and this took place last night as well. And then today it's going to be from 3 to 6 at Checkpoint Charlie. So maybe Ken can even wander over there to show us where that's taking place. 3 to 6 today, and it's going to be the Johnny Schlepper Band, who we had the whole interview and article about in the Vail Daily today, if you want to learn more about him. And Float Like a Buffalo. And this is going to be from 3 to 6 today. And then wander on over to Lion's Head. There's going to be a tree lighting event in Lion's Head. So if you missed out last night in Beaver Creek like I did, you can go and check out the holiday festivities over at Lion's Head. And Ken actually shared some footage over at Lion's Head, the Arabelle Square, where the ice skating rink is going to happen, and there's going to be some live ice skating. And are we getting buzzed in by Ken?
I guess we were ready. Yeah, we had some ice skating earlier. Good to see you. Just trying to give you an idea on what goes on in the village first thing this morning. But I did shoot some footage when I was over at the Arabelle at Vail Square. And indeed, Meredith, I will stop by the stage. I'll make my way over in that direction, over by Checkpoint Charlie. But here's what it looked like in Lion's Head, cruising through the Arabelle at Vail Square this morning. Again, a quiet morning, as you mentioned, lifts opening up 9 till 3:30. This was some footage from yesterday. This is what you can expect in the afternoon. This was right around 2:30 in the afternoon. Skiing down Born Free, coming across the skier bridge. Relatively quiet for Friday afternoon on Vail. Today should be a little bit busier with the holiday travelers, but lots of bright sunny skies, very happy people, and just great conditions overall. I did send in another clip. If you could find that one for me, Rachel, that would be awesome. It shows the difference between the afternoons there and then early mornings at the Arabelle, but if you don't, no worries about that. This morning is a quiet one. We do expect to see heavy traffic coming up from the Front Range, people putting those Epic passes to use, and then also heavy traffic going back to Denver tomorrow afternoon. And then things kind of slow down. According to the reservations and what we're hearing on the numbers of our guests that are coming in, we're just about on par for this time of year for Thanksgiving. The snow conditions have been great, which is tourism quite a bit. And then like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, a lot of kids across the country have to go back to school. So unfortunately, we'll see numbers dwindle. But then Meredith, once we roll into about that second week of December, and in particular, the week leading up to Christmas, which is only 3 weeks away, that is when things are going to really start to pick up. You know, Vail, it never seems to slow down. We have President's Weekend right behind that, and then all the way through mid-April when the mountain closes. But here's what you're going to find this morning. And also, Meredith, hold on one second.
Woo! Love the shots of Vail. Yep. So it's going to be really busy. It's going to pick up. It seems quiet, but it's going to pick up this afternoon.
That was an awkward moment, but I wanted to show you this. While so many news networks have their weather beast or their weather truck, we have the mountain bike.
I love it.
This is my $12 Earth Cruiser that I'm using to get around today. Not an e-bike, just a basic old single speed bike to bring these shots to you this morning. Got some of the employees that are cruising by. Again, lifts open 9 to 3:30. Inch of snow in the forecast. Looks promising.
Yes, one of our favorite viewers, LA, chimed in on Facebook, and she said, love the footage, Ken, and I'll see you all in January. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed my photo from the NYC on Thanksgiving. I was in the Macy's Day Parade. So lots of holiday festivities happening all across the country. But today is a great one. We're still on that holiday vibe, Thanksgiving break. Lots of families are in town. I love to see the families and the kiddos running around. It's awesome. So it's going to be a great evening, great day for you. So, you go ski. all day. Maybe stop in. There's some on-mountain dining experiences. And then après, you can go into the villages to Checkpoint Charlie. And there's going to be free music, 3 to 6. Johnny Schlepper and Float Like a Buffalo. Then head on over to Lion's Head for the tree lighting. There's going to be some free ice skating shows, some music. The tree lighting is going to be lit, some live music. And then I think Santa Claus is even going to visit. I mean, they say that a friendly bearded guest is joining us. So I'm guessing that's him. So maybe you can even spot Santa Claus. Maybe go into Blue Moose, grab some pizza, grab some dinner. And then if you're a late nighter, there is some live music happening at the Red Lion, of course. We can always expect that. But the Taylor Scott Band is playing at the Shakedown Bar. I met Taylor Scott this past summer, and we had a great time meeting him and his band. He is fantastic. He's got such a good voice, really great songwriter. So you can go Shakedown at Shakedown later tonight at 9 p.m. Bridge Street will also probably be popping. They brought in some new DJs last night and tonight too. So it's going to be a full day of festivities. The snow in the air is going to make it feel just like that winter wonderland. So perfect day to be here in the valley. We're going to take a quick break, but hopefully we'll get some live shots of Checkpoint Charlie with Ken and a little bit more on your Vail Valley Live Saturday edition.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today. In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziglin, fashion guru and stylist of the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous pros on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here in White County and visiting the outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, Elite Savings Card booklet offering you fabulous discounts and rewards program too. See you soon.
Hey, Vail Valley Live friends, we're checking out one of the new restaurants in Vail.
Yoshimi Pop-Up, located in the Grand Hyatt. We're about to feast.
And it's all sushi. Come on.
Hey guys, bring things outside just to brave the elements, and it's not dressed properly. You have gloves, you have your hat. So let's take a look at that weather. We're starting brisk, but it's going to pick up. I see it reach about the 40s today with that sunlight. But as the afternoon comes in, the clouds are going to roll in, and we're expecting to see a little bit snow this evening and hopefully again after the weekend on Monday and Tuesday. So we totally have snow fever here. We are doing all the snow dances, and those temperatures are going to drop as we get into next week. In the future forecast, it's cooling down, and that's perfect time for snowmaking. Yes, the 26, 28, those are going to be colds, and that's the high. So we're even seeing low of 1 and 2. So it's going to be a cold next week, but perfect snowmaking conditions so we can continue opening new trails and lifts on the mountain. And speaking of that, I'm out here at Cascade Chair 20, and this just opened yesterday. So you can access the mountain here. You take this up and you traverse across, and you'll be kind of in Lion's Head, and they have finally connected both gondolas on the mountain. So not the full mountain is open. It's only about 23%, but still enough. And this is such a great lift. This is just outside of our Grand Hyatt studio, and there's really never a line. Right now it is pretty quiet, but those lifts should be opening around 9. Oh, hey, what's up? They should be opening around 9 a.m. Sorry, my tripod dropped it. But yeah, it's gonna be a great time to get out skiing. Let's bring Ken in and see where his views are.
It was. Hey, good morning, Meredith. I just want to show you something that just happened right here. Here's the crew. What is this called, by the way? 106 West. What is it? 106 West. 106 West. These guys, they should be given an award by the town of Vail. 106 West. These new vehicles, if you remember, we used to do the morning show down here first thing in the morning, and you would never have any idea how loud the delivery trucks were or the trash trucks. It was like absolutely insane being down here first thing in the morning of deliveries. 106 West has these electric delivery vehicles now. You don't even hear them come in. So to all the surrounding guests here, be thankful to them. Good work, boys. It's awesome. I'm glad I got to see it. 106 West once again. Man, saving the noise pollution. Hey, you ever been in this place, Meredith?
Yes, one of the best
Axel's?
stores in Vail. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm giving them a shameless plug. This is Axel's. Again, sorry if my camera's a little bit shaky. We're going handheld on this. You must stop by this store. They have got the most amazing clothes that you can imagine. I mean, you walk in there and you feel underdressed. I don't care if you have an Armani suit on. You walk in, you say, I'm not dressed appropriately to be in here. It is beautiful. And little known fact, Meredith, Axel, the namesake of this, he was the first person to get me involved in kayaking 30 years ago. He used to own a shop in Lion's Head called Gore Range, or was it Vail Mountaineering? Vail Mountaineering. That's what it was called, Vail Mountaineering. And it is where the splitboard guys are now. And he hooked me up with a kayak, and that's what got me into whitewater, and that's basically what saved my soul. And now he has this shop, and it is awesome. But while I've got you here, Meredith, I'm jumping on the weather bike, and I'm going to show you what's going on over here at Checkpoint Charlie. And you can see behind me, skiers cruising up Bridge Street. And then you're going to see where the
That sun is
actual
starting
event
to
is going up.
here.
What's that?
I love this. I love this bike cam. Yeah, I can see the sun starting to fill the ground, the village views. It's still pretty shady over here.
Yeah, no, it's shady here. Check out this guy. I've encountered this shady character. A lot of people familiar with him. This is the guy you always want to stop and you're wondering, what you thinking about here, Einstein? So many photos with this character throughout the years. This is where the concert's taking place. The free concert, Checkpoint
Yes.
Charlie. No traffic through here, so for the hotel deliveries, that's not happening until Tuesday. This is where the stage is set up. And what a fantastic view. It's difficult to see with the Gore Mountain Range in the distance. People starting to come about. They got the Bud Light tent set up. This is definitely going to be the place to be for the concerts once you get off the mountain. Got some folks going up early. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Have the best day ever. Some early risers going out there to get first turns. Lifts open at 9, close at 3:30. Go up there, and then for your après, come boogie down here. Fantastic location. What do you got going over there? I love the fact, I want to point this out, Meredith, that I now believe our little broadcast network is the only ski in, ski out network in the world.
I would agree. I literally can get on skis and head up this lift right after we close the show. So that's kind of a little plus for us. We're right here on the Grand Hyatt's property. Beautiful start to the morning. I mean, I'm joining you here in the elements. I can see the blue skies. I'm scared my camera's gonna fall again, but there it is. Some blue skies over here. Just gorgeous. And it's going to be rocking in the village. I mean, those live concerts, we have seen those kind of dwindle recently, just the calendar event for concerts. But we have them taking place tonight. And there's also one again on Monday with Maddie O'Neill, and she rocks it. She's one of the best DJs ever. So that's going to be taking place from 3 to 6 on Monday as well. I will definitely be there. And you are hearing the lifts start to open. They're going to be running at 9 a.m. And so, like, this was actually the first skier I see. So, quiet start here, but it's going to be picking up.